Alright, let's get that door fixed. Hello, Red. Are you sure you want to enter this door? This journey is long and unforgiving. Do you still wish to enter? Yes. So be it. Alright. Oh, I can't. Nope. Gotta stay on the path. Just walking. Through a desert. It's getting darker now. There's something flashing in the distance. Oh, hey, it's you. What are you doing over here? Hey, Red. And Blue. The night is here. Sit down and relax. You still have a long walk ahead. I've been meaning to tell you, Red. This path will only lead to more torment. You've come this far, so I guess you've made up your mind. I'm afraid this will lead to more questions than answers. I fear something horrible might happen if you continue. Anyway, much has been said. It's time to hit the hay. Good night. Good night, Ross the Beast. You got anything to say, Blue? Hey, Red. I have a confession to make. It's been embarrassing. I don't remember why we're here. What are we actually trying to achieve, getting our limbs back? I don't understand what we're doing. I feel like everyone's speaking in riddles. There's no clear indication to what's actually going on. If you really think we should continue forward, I trust you. I just hope you know what you're doing. I just wanted to say I trust you. Good night. Do you want to save? Yes. Thank you, Campfire, for being a backup lantern. As good as the day can be. The road's clear. Good luck. Bye. Back to walking through the desert. Yep, Steam achievement. It is a long road. Oh? Enough, buddy. Look, pal. I tried stopping you earlier, but you ignored it. We laughed and let it slide. But now, I've really got to put my foot down and tell you. Go back. Go back and stay out. And I won't hurt you. Sorry, I don't have anything else to do but go forward. I see. So be it. Get ready for a beating, fella. I'm serious. Go back. Bye. Come on, mate. Why do you gotta be so stubborn? If you won't turn back, I'll be forced to take you down. Alright, you asked for it. I hate to do it. You're gonna be real sorry. I shall unleash my fury upon you, like the thunder of 1,000 lightning storms. What am I doing? Why would this work the second time? Alright, hear me out. If Gold Pig asks, please just say I fought valiantly, displayed great acts of heroism and all that jazz, and I won't waste any more of your time. Alright. Have a good one. Is that a car? Can I make it turn the other way? Broken car. There's some batteries next to the engine. Do you want to pick up the batteries? Yeah, I need those. Picked up the batteries. Sorry, car. I ain't walking back. I should walk back. This is exactly the kind of crap they would pull. And if I just continue forward, the item that I would get for trading out the batteries would be something very useful. Actually, no, here's how it's gonna go. Since I'm going backward, it's going to be completely useless and not come up at all. But if I had continued forward, then it would have been very useful, and I would have needed it. So in the interest of the best possible outcome, more desert tunes and more walking. Yeah. I'll have to use this as an excuse to try to edit more. Or at least give me a reason to do so anyway. Yeah, it's not that long of a walk. Well, it's hella long in entertainment time, but realistically, go back if you desire. Let me back in. Hey, you, I got batteries. Ah, yes. Finally, I can power my toilet. Alright, I promised you something. Yes, yes. A lava lamp, right? Oh no. I seem to have lost it. But if you bring me a trampoline, then I can give you something. That's a super promise. Wait, hold on a minute. I've already given you a super promise. Forgive me for my thoughtless requests. I shall reward you greatly for your endeavors. I'll need to open up the secret entrance to my keep. Okay. Please be very discreet. The secret entrance is located south of the pool of water. You'll find a pile of rocks and a door. I've unlocked it for you. Sign says turn on colorblind mode in settings. I think I prefer it on, especially in battles. Colorblind settings? I don't understand anything. Bunch of books. Take an eternity to read them. Welcome, friend. I sadly have some bad news. I seem to have miscalculated my hypothesis. I need a very rare type of stick. Unless you have a special type of stick. Wait, you do? Give it to me and I will finish it. Finally, I give you this, as you have given me so much. The golden key. This will unlock secrets. Secrets. Dear Brown Mage, you never want to do anything lately. You just sit in your little hole and eat and eat and eat. There isn't really anyone on my level, and I'm bored out of my mind. I might give the mushrooms a visit. And yes, I'll be taking the ruby with me. Green Mage. Hey friend, helped me quite a lot. Hope the golden key will come in handy. Keep my head out a secret, right? Please help me. I've been paralyzed for ages. Brown Mage won't let me go. Ah, that sucks. Okay, now I have a golden key, and I think I'm walking back through the desert. Which, fun. Alright. Let's get back to where I was. Don't know what paths that'll unlock, but I guess I'll find out. This isn't a thing, is it? Nope. Am I gonna get to stop for nighttime again? I mean, it looks like maybe I can. May as well try, right? No, I cannot. Alright, then. Through the darkness we go. Carrying forward in the dark. Because I couldn't rest at the campfire to make it nighttime again. Big gate stands ahead. Do you want to open it? That one's easy. Walked the entire way to the old desert temple. Not many visitors come to these parts. It's good to have multiple saves. Who knows what might happen? Do you want to save? I don't really want multiple ones right now. Don't really have a reason. I don't really. Look who finally stumbled in. I just won't give up. As much as I hate it, I must say I admire it. Chasing me to a place like this. At the edge of nowhere. Lucky for you, I have prepared a welcoming party. Purple, do what I pay you to do. Hello, Red. I cannot let you continue down this path. Leave, now. Or I will kill you. It seems you didn't understand what I meant. When I told you to leave, you'll regret disobeying my command. No, I feel pain. I've resurrected you from the dead. You're to follow my orders until I release you. What is it you ask? I want you to disable the red one. Something funny caught in my throat. Alright, let's get down to business. You wanna pass, Dolly? That ain't happening, amigo. Heard what the mage said. I'ma mess you up. Real bad. Right. Alright, let's do this. I have to crank it up just a little bit here, Mr. Zombie. Those are wild. You've cranked it up, I'm sorry. Stop just flexing at me. It's weird. You're no joke. It's impossible, Purple can't do it. Yes, I see. I didn't expect you to be victorious. Can't believe I was being used like that. This is the first time Purple put me in a rotting corpse. It could at least have been for something important. Bah, those mages think they rule the world. They don't. They're magic. I know your secret now. The tactic that lets you win. Found your weakness. I'm Rob, a former world champion. Raised from the dead. About to fulfill my deed with my bro, Zob. But, where's that guy? Ah, your green zombie friend. They're down the hall. Slacker knows he has a job to do. Whoa, wait. Hold on there, I recognize your voice. You're the one who summoned me. Oh, I see. You're part of the binding contract. You've been summoned 2 entities. Sure seems like it, boss. That Rob sure is loud. What do you want me to do, boss? Well, since you're here. Yeah? If you defeat it, I'll release you from your binding. Okay. It'll be a piece of cake. Fella, you're going down. I'm imagining a lot of things I can't jump over. Maybe not. Stop screaming at me. Why are you dribbling your own head? Ow. Those hurt a lot. Ow! It's most of my health. Play good. Phew. Not sure I can take him down, boss. Didn't expect you either. Nothing's changed, Red. Hey, it's me again. That'll make things easier for you. Hold on, there's a door over here. Actually, you're right there. It's good to have multiple saves. I don't want multiple saves right now. It's been a long time since you arrived in what some call Everhood. So many years have passed that I've almost forgotten some of us were once humans, so that I would write our history before time fade away our memories. A long time before we found the rift that would enable us to transport to this realm of the immortals. When we were a society of millions and a small selection of us had the privilege to belong to the Institute. We had many debates on how to share this gift, this newfound miracle. Should we open it for everyone, or should only a few be allowed to visit such a place? We decided it had been far too long that we had kept this gift to ourselves. In the end, we determined we should allow everyone to meet the entities. The masses were elated. A great majority decided to become immortals, while only a few would remain as mortals, such as the old, the sick, and the unfortunate ones with reasons of their own. You could experience the most euphoric moments of your life, then completely forget they'd ever happened over and over again. I still had fond memories of using the earthquake machine during my dance-off battles of Pink Mage. They were one of a kind, and I truly missed them. Brown Mage. Okay. I think I'll make a different save after a choice has been made. You're just prancing around in the same spot. I'm surprised you even got this far. The dead may not be able to stop you. The living seem unable to as well. But I will not let you continue. I'll end your journey. By closing the door and walking away. Nope. Is that because I got hit, or... Let's see if I can do this one just by jumping. No, I cannot. Here they come again. I like the shuffle. It's getting very difficult. Okay, fine. Impressive. I won't be able to stop you. Understand that I did what I had to do. Let your choices be merciful. Alright. Seemed you're unbeatable after all. I assume now you feel entitled to have your arm. I won't let you take what is mine. You're going to have to take it from my cold, dead hands. I'll end you. Guild pig. Here he comes. Ow. Okay. This doesn't seem that bad. Stomp your little face. Don't do that. I'll give you a fight. Well, I really can't fight much. I can just kind of dodge. My enemies suffer. Okay. I'm just gonna stay in the center. That's not fair. Now they move around. Ow. It's the weird baby thing again. Why? What's making you come back? I'm powerless to do anything. Okay. Whatever that is. Once you die, you're not trying. Yeah, the gems do things. That's cool. Ugh. Too colorful. You look tired. I refuse to lose against someone like you. Okay, what's this? Not more rhythmic energy bolts. Your take this left the center oddly empty. Just kind of had to stand there. Huff, puff, huff. And you don't even have a trash can to throw me into this time. Typical of you to just dodge my attacks. Why do you keep challenging Red when you know you always lose, Gold Pig? What? What do you mean? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Seems you don't remember Red's other side, Blue. Tee. Always being a pawn in someone else's scheme, little gnome. The doll's been using you all along to get its arm back. What? But I didn't know. Didn't know or forgot. You scatterbrained twerp. I noticed you kept forgetting things. Just a matter of time before you turned completely useless. That's why I took your legs. My legs. You stole my legs. Ho-ho! Hello again, Green Mage. You stole Blue's legs. You let your greed control your actions again, Gold Pig. Why would you even take Blue's legs? Thought that might be useful with toothpicks. You give me my toothpicks back. I mean, my legs. Give me back my legs. You should return the legs to Blue. Blue is weak. They don't deserve to have anything. Get back the legs, you hoarder. Fine. Bless you. You got your legs back. I can finally walk again. Guess I don't need your help anymore. Thanks for helping me, Red. Now, where's Red's arm? Think you'd better spill the beans, Gold Pig. These guys don't give up. That's what you want, right? Your precious little arm. It's no use to try and hide it any longer. I keep it in the treasury. Go and get it and then buzz off. I've forgotten how it felt to be tall. Forever grateful for what you've done for me. You should go get your arm. That's what this has been all about. I think I'll stay here for a while. I've missed standing on the ground. I've recently experienced living without something essential in life. I would hate for you to be in a similar situation. So you better go get your arm before Gold Pig tries something. You fought and proven yourself. You deserve your reward. That's the only thing I'll say. I won't beg you for anything. I just took your arm because the mage said I could keep it. Now go away, I don't want to see you. They're hyping this up an awful lot. I'll be back. I want a safety safe. I'm getting like the red flag warning symbol thing inside my mind. Also, they kept saying that. The game has scared me into having multiple saves. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Oh. Just a simple, do you want to save? The hell? Okay. You know, what does all this gold even buy him here? Do you want to pick up the arm? Does saying no do anything? Well, I can't read what that says. So, sure. Picked up your own arm. Okay. Yeah, it's not over. Okay. Hello, Frog. Seems as if the doll has finally found its arm. You've proven yourself more than worthy to get your arm back. Now that you've seen what remains of this world, the ones in this world are trapped here in this realm. They've lived for many eons, searching for release, for purpose, for meaning for far too long. I must ask of you a huge favor. Help free us from this eternal wandering. You must find extraordinary courage and determination, as this will be an immense challenge to end this world. I'll show you how to free souls with your arm. Prepare yourself, human. Oh. Listen closely now. Deflect my attacks. 2 notes of the same type, damage rogue. Alright. Alright. Defeat Frog. This feels weird. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Alrighty then, Frog. I guess I'll just keep hitting you, because you told me to. Well done. You can now free souls. You did well, Red. It'll be a challenging mission, but you do not stand alone. You're the key, our champion. To free us from the shackles of immortality. Seek out the spirits if you're in doubt. So that's what this is all about. Forest spirit awaits you in the mushroom forest. Do you want to save? Yes? Let's leave my other thing up. No? That's kind of grim. Hi guys. Finally, you have your arm back. It's been such a long time. The mages have fled, for they know what is coming. But they don't understand why they must be killed. You must help them by ending them. If you need help finding the remaining souls, we will be in our court. Want to head back to the Cosmic Hub? Alright. So... door's locked? Is that here? Where their court is? What do you want to do? The mushrooms. They gather around a spirit. The spirit says it's time for you to visit. If you desire. The forest spirit awaits you in the forest, mushroom forest. Okay, the forest spirit wants to talk to me. So I think... See, I don't know if the frog fight I should have sat there and dodged, or if I set something in motion. So I'm going to leave the bottom one alone. The forest spirit wants to talk to me now. They didn't want to before. Do the right thing and save them. Says the mushroom door. Define save. Do you mean save as in liberate? Which I think is the killing everyone solution. Or do you mean something else? If I can remember where the forest spirit is. Hi. Oh yes, here it is. The Reaper of Souls. I've been looking forward to speaking with you. Have you come for my guidance or for my soul? To put it simply, life is suffering. The living fear death until it is too late. That is how the mind works. But when life does not have a time span, becoming immortal is more of a curse than a blessing. It is torture for the soul. There's nothing to do with all the time. After thousands of years you become docile, mute. There are so few things you can do in a physical form. It's almost like a cruel joke. You must take great strides to realize what must be done. Do you understand what I want? Understand that I want to die? I understand the concept, but is that the only thing I can do now? Good, good. Do you have what it takes to finish the quest? Probably. The weight of the world's on your shoulders. No one should be forced to bear such a burden. But you're the only one that can end this torture. Now, shall we battle? I see. I cannot know your reasoning, but if you made it this far, I suppose you know what you're doing. You know what I desire. What if I answer no? I want you to kill me, I want you to do something unforgivable. I want you to kill everyone. In the world. Only you can. Will you? I'd rather not. You must find the courage. To be with judge and executioner is a heavy burden. Cannot wait another eternity for someone else. Now, shall we battle? Okay. Looks like there's really only one option here. Sorry. Full of determination. Fierce champion, liberator of life. Shall we battle? Please stop congratulating me every time I hit you. It's gonna weird me out. Asa, you're trying to die, right? Tone down the jams. Right. Okay. Masochistic tree spirit. Honestly, I can't say that's the weirdest thing I've seen today. Are you trying to die or trying to fight me? Okay, so I only get through 2. Then only 1 if it's upright. Understood. Rules of combat, little vague. Well done. You performed admirably. A true liberator, finally. You'll be received as a true champion when you reach the end. Farewell. This doesn't feel good, but okay. Wow, you found all of us. Whoa, what a twist. And you would be the one who had such power. Life sure is full of surprises. So long for now. Oh, they just die. You struggling? Sure of your actions? You can't kill me in a way that matters. This is okay. Here comes a time for us all. Well, they're happy about it. Death is temporary. Life is eternal. Nothing to be afraid of. There comes a time for us all. But I played a board game with you. Don't miss the point of the whole thing. This is a musical thing. We're supposed to dance, sing, and enjoy ourselves. And then that happens. Are you gonna go without a fight? Dead or alive, for me it does not matter. I can let you kill me without a battle. Or would you prefer a fight? Do you want to battle me? No. Makes me happy you're not violent by nature. Farewell, young one. Alright. Okie dokie. I guess we're commencing the mercy killing. Save point, I'm thinking you're your own thing. And I should leave you alone. Because I think if I kill one of you, I might kill all of you. And then I'm in a pickle. Once I learned you got your arm back, I reconfigured this entire lab into an impenetrable death fortress. You'll never catch me, you bloodthirsty marauder. Grundle, make sure to set all traps to full power. Hurry, you doofus. Okay. Sorry, bud, but we're doing the mercy killing thing here. I don't think I'm gonna be stopped. Oh, what? Do I have to fight the laser beam now? No, I just have to restart. Okay, cool. No health bar, just instant death. Who installed the Team Rocket floors? Owie. Back over to the start or that room? The start. Alright, get used to this melody. Do not accidentally run. Okay. That's a lot. Oh boy. Here we go. Nothing that way. Blech! Why is this? Okay. Those are big holes in the ground. I know this now. And back to the start. This isn't like a later game area, is it? It can't be. Because you have to talk to the forest spirit, or well, everything tells you to. Oh well. At least the music's having fun. Do not step on the white platforms. Haha. Can't believe it. How is it possible you got through all those traps? Grendel, I command you to attack that red marauder. Hi, Grendel. Sorry about this, buddy. But it seems I must be executioner. Darn it. Damn it. Paranoid to attack. Can I not do anything that does more than 10 damage? I'm gonna be fighting things for a while. That's not good enough, Grendel. Oh, man. And they all have to die. It's not like on a constant loop. Oh, boy. This game suddenly got a lot more tactical when I wasn't paying attention. And they're all shields, too. I hate this. Ow. I'm gonna die a ton. Just for Providence of trying to dodge into attacks. Damn it. Attacking's an alien concept still. Damn it. Damn it. Admittedly, Grundle, I'm trying to kill you. Farewell. Dear Orange. Started out as a minor inconvenience, as it mostly does. Through the years and years and years of endless enjoyment, our physical bodies were simply not keeping up with what our minds desired. Not a sense of sickness or pain, none of that existed, but through sheer exhaustion. Our bodies from our primordial worlds were not adapted to the freedom of our new home. This, of course, wasn't the case for every inhabitant, but as a former human, it certainly was for me. We usually found quick solutions such as potions, surgery, and artificial limbs, but our demands grew more ambitious, and we continued to evolve ourselves, all in the name of making our existence as joyful as possible. Our ways became twisted. We felt the urge to play pranks on each other, throwing both friends and foes into pits of eternal hell over and over just to experience the days and months. In its insane indulgence, this cruel and twisted nightmare inhabitants started to disappear altogether. I suspect they found a way to end their immortality. Brown Mage. What are you gonna do? Sorry. Seems my luck's run out. I don't blame you. I did try to eliminate you. There's no point in hiding myself from you. This inevitable death is upon me. What was that about? Don't even want to talk about the things. They're everywhere. What did I want? Leave me be, I don't want to. Yeah, this may actually help you more than the others. What are you doing? Now. Pipe leads back to the entrance. Okay, well that's this place. Liberated everyone in the forest. The mushrooms were never truly alive. Alright. So the doors want me to kill them. Ah, man. I imagine those two, whatever the hell it is you want to call them, zombies, are still wandering these halls, right? Maybe not. Maybe so. Anything new in here? Still the same note. Still the same note. Well, Pink Mage doesn't seem to be a character, so I guess they managed to get out. Now there's an off chance they're counting the car as a living being. So once again we must walk through the desert. And also maybe the one guy's in the cave still. I'd put something in the cave. just to make people walk there. It'd be evil. Broken car. Nope, it's just an object. Damn. But I have a golden key. It seems the gems are important and I have one of those. There probably is another way to do these things, right? Don't know what it is right now, though. And wandering around lost would help no one. Not there. Walk through the desert for no reason. Come to think of it, the desert door probably would have told me that if I just walked back out of it. Didn't think of that at the time, though. My bad. Ah, well. It gives an excuse to wander through this glorious 3D desert. Behold, it's sand and rocks. Some of which are in piles or strange formations. Anyone in here, door? They're just maddeningly unhelpful. Alright. Go this way. Nobody sitting there listening to the music, and no music to be heard. No dolls allowed. New rule from Gold Pig. Good music, good people. I live good. Goodbye. I wonder if this is all there is. Every day's just the same. I feel like I've accomplished everything I wanted to. What remains just doesn't excite me. It's just a grind. Look by the paycheck. Do an toss tower or have the guards kick you out. Hey, I'm serious. Yeah. Hi there, Dollface. The dance floor has been quite empty lately. I suppose some might be a bit intimidated by you. Need a drink? Now more than ever. Wait, we're out of stock. I keep forgetting that. Oh well. There's no escape from you. I always wondered if I was truly conscious. I might finally get some answers. Get lost. Okay, buddy. Sorry. You wanna fight, huh? You act tough. I've never seen you throw any punches. This time, I'll teach you a lesson. Do recall I physically didn't have an arm last time. The tree spirit made a good case. I should probably be doing this. It's not personal. You have a lot of health, don't you? Seriously, intervals of 10. Is there nothing? If it's set damage, why is it at 10? Damn it. I don't seem to be able to catch two from the same line. Probably due to me just timing things wrong, but still. Fast. Last time, you got lucky. This time, you won't be so lucky. Oh, come on. Think of something more clever than that, buddy. Do you really want those to be your last words? Got lucky last time, this time you won't be so lucky. I'm not gonna give you any examples. I can't think of any, but come on. It's over. Damn it. Ruined my it's over. Nah, I don't feel so good. Sorry. What do you want to do? I know God Forest. Goldbeak say, "Don't like you, not welcome." Judo chap. Work too much. Should have done other things. And now you literally just been fucking standing as bodyguard where everyone's allowed in for eons? No transaction actions available. Have a horrible day. This one's gonna feel a little bit good. Dinner time of the automatic terror machine. Or it will harm you. Let's kill the crazy robot. Hi. Do not damage evil property. Self-proclaimed evil? You're just gonna yell at me every single time, aren't you? You're the worst kind. Right, let's just kill you quickly. Okay, it looks like I can't actually absorb the multicolored things. Good to know. before I find something actually threatening. Do not mistake my own incompetence for a boss being difficult. I am simply bad at everything. Give me another blue, please. Okay, fine. Thanks for the orange. ATM out of service. It's over. I really hope I don't have to track down each and every save point. Rabbit. Back here. Where'd he go? That fuck, what the? Who and what, why? What the fuck? I've made a mistake, haven't I? Should never have come this way. Tougher future, but yeah, happy to. Okay. What have I happened upon? What do you want? That's backward, I can read it. Though it takes a little bit more brain power than necessary. Ow. Blah. Owie. There is potential. Oh no. Checkpoint. Alright. Gnome God must die. This one's for me. For being so goddamn weird. Uh-oh, back into where I can't hurt them. At least make it to where I can see. You cheating bastards. Ag. Okay. Was I not supposed to go this way? Do you have what it takes, human? Maybe? To do what? You know what? Just gonna leave that alone for now. Don't know what that was about. I guess the rabbit either doesn't count or it's its own boss. Back into this area, back into the cosmic hub, and then... I don't know. I missed a gnome. Blue mage is still left in the nearby forest. Blue mage? I guess that's probably the thief. I don't want to hurt him. Don't want to hurt anybody. Door's locked. Keep going. Okay. The sign reads, use magic 8-ball. It will help in your mission. What's your obsession with me? So cool over vandalizing a sign, a true rebel. If I had hands, I'd clap. Kill the music. Alright, cool. The fun has died. Hi-ho, you're on the universal record. Wanna try beating it? You want a race? Go small talk with someone else then. You out for a brawl? Let's see what kind of wood you're made of. You know what? You're just as extra as I would have thought you would have been. You were never given permission to utilize the Shadow Cloak. Damn it. Stop blocking me. Eep. You reformed just to die. Sorry. Oh, hit hard for looking like a pair of sticks. Before I go, let the world know that I, Disco Jimmy, live to the fullest. It's time for me to perform my final disappearing act. Gotta get in here. Is there nobody present? Okay. Time to stamp home. Goodbye. Blue Slime's working hard in the cursed castle. Well, yeah, they're renting out planks. Okay. Looking at and understanding the message of the game, I understand what's happening here, but it's still a bit, fucking brutal. Is there just a whole bunch of people at the cursed castle at this point in time? Door's still locked, though. So it's that one. Do you have anything? But you heard from this. Bet what you heard from the forest spirit wasn't what you wanted to hear. The blue slime's working hard in the cursed castle. Must kill everyone from this immortal world before we allow you to continue. You've 19 souls to liberate. I'm gonna count your 4. I can give you something that'll help you. This lantern will help you find them. If you stand still, a guide will show you where the souls are. Okay then. Do these doors count? I feel like the doors should count. So goddamn talkative. Just a straight line. Even though I cannot travel in those. Nobody in here, right? Nope. Tell me to go outside. So I guess I was supposed to deal with that weirdness. And not, you know, walk the hell away from it because it was weird and scary. You leave save point alone. We still need them. Got a direction from here? Go back where I was. And I guess kill that mess. Is that really what you're saying to do? I suppose so. That or it'll leave me alone this time. Oh, it'll leave me alone this time. I don't want to kill the thief. I remember now. This is where we first met. Gold Pig promised to make me taller if I stole your arm. But instead he stole my legs. Soon I'll forget about how I lost my legs. Then I'll forget about you. I know no one can stop you. Right now everything's so clear, but I think being in a world like this alone, not being able to remember anything, it just doesn't seem nice at all. It feels like there is something bigger going on here. Maybe like an important cause. Which is why I have something to tell you. Green Mage blocked the door to Midnight Town. But there is a hidden entrance. Green Mage told me to keep it hidden. I think Green Mage gave me this job because I forget where it was. So it would remain hidden for everyone. I trust what you're doing, Red. I remember now this is... Yep, okay. Sorry, Blue. I'm glad I still remember you. Can I tell you something? You haven't said a word during the time we've known each other. You helped me even when I had done something bad to you. Without you, I never would have made it to Gold Pig's temple. You helped Flan in that game, even though they attacked you later. Helped Green Mage get their eye back. Maybe it was all just to get your arm back, I don't know. I think I'm ready now. Sorry, Blue. Yeah. Down to 18.